Doers podcast, I have a dear friend and a very inspirational person. Yes, we are going, Leah. The fitted gem.
You didn't let me know.
Well, now you know. Oh, I'm 2. Why am I 2? I'm supposed to be 1.
1.
All right. Yeah, but it's flipped. So whatever. So, welcome to Dreamers and Doers, Leah.
Welcome.
Why you putting away your TikTok? Now you put it away?
Oh man, the shade.
I hate
the shade.
I hate TikTok. It's like
you won't hate it once I become a content creator.
it's cancer.
Oh, okay.
Until you start making money, and then maybe
right.
Or Trump might ban it.
It might happen, but I'm gonna get blessings before then. So I'm trying to.
Or you're gonna jump on the next thing if let's say they ban TikTok, so then there's gotta be a replacement. Are you gonna jump on that?
I think as a entrepreneur whose business is mostly online, it's wise. Okay, I think obviously you weigh the pros and the cons. I haven't done anything with TikTok because I've been waiting to see what would happen with it, and also kind of hoping and praying that an American company would purchase it. But I think as an entrepreneur, I think it's wise you have to have your eggs in multiple baskets. You okay there, bro?
I'm just getting a little comfy.
Yeah. Did you get it?
I think.
Don't. Yeah.
Okay. So
these are from IKEA, so they will fall over.
You're moving.
I'm moving.
But it's not like I moved you when I was moving the chair.
You do. You always move me, Marco.
This is very deep down inside. Let's see.
Very deep down inside.
Let's see. There you go. So the fitted gem.
Yeah.
Where did you get the name?
I wish you had been like there for that part of the adventure. I remember I would stay up late, that's nothing new. And when all of this was kind of on my heart and it's something that I wanted to do, I was like, what's the name? What's the name? And I knew it kind of wanted to be girly, but symbolic, but also represent, and kind of when someone heard it, they could guess like, hey, this is probably to do with health, health related stuff. Did we just lose our light?
I think we did.
Did it pass out?
I think it just got hot.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll diagnose the problem.
It is spicy.
It is hot.
It's spicy. Why is this so spicy?
This is the part of the show where we do ASMR. I'm telling you. Okay, so tonight has been a disaster.
An absolute disaster.
I just, oh my goodness. But I mean, we've been busy. Like,
yeah,
we started off the day pretty good.
Yeah, we started. Yeah, well, there were some bumps, but hills and valleys. Jesus brought us through.
Okay, so we were supposed to go skydiving, and then what happened, Leah?
We went Rocky Mountain climbing.
Extra points if y'all get the reference.
So those of you who know me well, I am not a morning person.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh,
All of a sudden.
Okay, hold on. Here we go. There's our ambiance. I'm pretty sure I messed with like the RGB, so like it's probably gonna be a different color than it was before, but that's fine.
Okay, it'll be fine.
It's an ambiance change. Okay. Anyways, we got up this morning. I got up, called Marco. I got up at like 6:55. Called Marco. Mind you, both of us didn't go to bed until like 3, 4. Called Marco, and he was still asleep, and he was supposed to be almost here at that point. So, I give him about 15 minutes, and I called again, and I expected him to be like, I'm outside the door. And he was like, I'm coming. I promise. So he's just woken up. Here, our 8:30 jump appointment. that we were supposed to be there 15 minutes early. We get to the location that's 50 something minutes away. We get to the location and it's like completely deserted. And I've been here before, and it's normally like, you know, it's a country place, so it's like that's kind of standard.
But I was like, this is sketchy. Like, this place is sketchy.
It felt weird.
But then you were like, oh, no. I've been here hundreds of times.
I did not say that.
It's fine.
I was like, Leah, say that.
This is like the beginning of a budget horror movie.
It was. It really was. I was, you know, there's like this room for them in the back. And I was like, surely when they hear us, you know, they'll come out. And then we were like, well, let's just use the bathroom.
That was... Can I say about the fossilized?
Yeah, the bathroom was gross.
Let's just say it was nasty.
It was clear that, you know, they had left it alone and didn't clean it before they left it alone. So, you know, archaeologists are going to be digging that up for a while.
That was bad. That was okay. We'll just leave it at that. It was nasty. But then, did they call you or did you call them?
I called them.
Like, oh, hey, there's no one here.
When you were in the restaurant, I was like, yo, so like when y'all gonna pop out? And she was like, you know, I thought maybe they ran and got a cup of coffee. And she was like, oh, what location are you at? And I mentioned Plant City because that's the one I've always been to. That's the one that's on the website. When we booked, the Tampa location is Plant City. She's like, we closed that location for COVID. And she's like, I sent you the address last night. And I was like, you sent me a receipt. Like, I didn't look for an address because...
Never said anything about the change of address. And that's where we got the phone number.
Yeah.
With that address.
Yeah.
So then we had to drive another hour.
And we weren't, she wasn't going to be able to get us on. And I was like, you know, basically like, please, in a nice way. I mean, I just explained that in a nice way that, you know, every time I had tried to book through them that there had been issues. I had driven out multiple times and there was canceled flights. And so we hung up and she was going to see if she could give us our deductible back. And we were already like 10 miles out of the way, headed back home. And she calls us and she was like, if you can get there, we'll, you know, let you jump. And Marco, I need you to pay attention to me.
I actually went live and it says Cornelius Williamson Package Conference. Like it has the wrong name. Why does it do this to me? Today is a complete absolute disaster. Like,
no, I mean, I feel like it was more like the devil tried.
So this is.
I wish I could get my neck popping on this. That would be so crunchy. It's not gonna work.
Episode 6. And I'm doing this on the fly. This is horrible. I need a production team. Like I need someone to help me because I'm doing all at the same time.
Why don't you pay what is that?
Because everyone is a bunch of chumps and they want to work their little 9-to-5s and that's not where you were going?
No, a virtual assistant.
Oh.
They do all this stuff.
I'm probably just going to do that.
Then you can go to Upwork.
Okay.
Grab one.
Okay, all right.
$20 an hour, $30 an hour, whatever they charge.
So, and then we went skydiving.
That was a long story to get to the point that we went skydiving, and it was a blast. We did 14,000 feet this time. Next time we'll do 18.
We're actually getting our license next time.
Next year.
License to kill.
The beginning of next year.
Ourselves.
No.
The fitted gem. You were telling me about the name you wished. You wish that I was there for that.
Yeah, because I feel like you have good ideas. And I feel like we bounce off of each other, but we weren't friends at that time because you were a snob.
I wasn't.
I'm just kidding.
Never. I always talk to everyone.
You did talk to everyone. I think. And
I mean, okay. Like I dated. I don't know. I might have dated one or two of your friends.
Probably
so that's usually like
one or two.
All of them. Even if I don't know, there's like an unspoken rule that you're not supposed to like once you break up with someone, that's it. You can't be friends with their lady friends. Oh. But I ignore that rule. Like I don't care. I make my own.
I think it depends on the context of the relationship and the breakup. Like, you know, No, never mind. I'm not going to get into that. Dum.
Okay, so I think I fixed it. Look, I think I fixed it.
What?
There you go. You see that?
Dreamers
and Doers podcast episode 6, The Fitted Gem.
How long are you going to leave this on?
I don't know. What I've been doing. See, David, Clarissa Sullivan, David, other people are watching. Anyway, back to you.
Back to you.
So, okay, back to me. So what I do is I go live to see if people will ask questions.
That we can answer.
That we can answer. And then there it goes again. And then I take it down. And then I've been scheduling one, like spacing them out a week. I don't know what I'm doing. I do not know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
this is
just
like
going
a learning.
with the flow.
Just going with the flow.
Yeah.
Just pushing myself with trying to release one a week.
Yeah.
But then
it's a lot. It's a lot
traveling.
Yeah.
Shooting videos, shooting conferences, live streaming conferences.
Hanging out with the coolest friends in the world. Like, you can't go wrong.
I'm definitely living the life. I love it.
Yeah.
Find something that you love and get paid for it.
Pretty much.
Like, what more? Now, back to you. It's not about me. It's about you.
Oh, snore up.
So, the beginnings, humble beginnings, your origin story, how you get your superpowers.
I feel like I've told this so many times. Is it still going to be interesting?
It's always interesting because there's a lot of people. I mean, everyone already follows you. But, I mean, when was the last time that you spoke about it?
When's the last time you said a prayer? Sorry. Do you, like, as someone who is like, does music, it like hears music all the time, you could say a word and I come up with a song.
I know. I'm used to this. Oh, there you go. I was like, what is
it's a disco. It's the disco effect. Yeah.
The Fitted Gem.
Bum, bum, bum.
There you go. You have the soundboard on your side.
Oh, yeah. Oh, snap.
Okay, y'all can stop now.
Like,
thank you.
Thank you. Simmer down. We have a show to do, guys. Influencer starter pack.
You know, I don't know how much we're gonna cover, but just to let everyone know, this is what it's like continuously, like the whole time. Like, even when we're trying to get work done.
Except we're both exhausted right now, and I wish that I was like a little bit more
energetic.
Yeah, on par. I feel like I'm vibing and thriving.
I don't know about you, but I'm ready for another jump. Like, just to kind of
like right after. It was right after.
Just to take the edge off, you know.
Oh yeah,
like,
just
let's go.
Yeah, you know how you get the shakes from coffee, and then you drink the cup of tea after the coffee, which is the thing that calms you down. That's what the second jump was going to do for us. But do y'all want to, sponsor our jumps?
Yes.
Help us get our license
next year.
We can eventually do tandem jumps, and so we can take people, and be their guide.
I'm gonna take the ones I don't like.
So really, on clips.
Bye bye. Well, I think we just confessed. So it's gonna be like first degree,
what I was saying was, really it would be an investment for the people that are listening to invest in this endeavor, because they will eventually reap the benefits.
Now, are we gonna have anything left to talk about? Because
we have a lot.
We have talked about
everything.
Everything pretty much.
Dating. Okay, Marco. Rapid fire. Best piece of advice to give to a female. Don't be misogynistic. To a female in the dating world.
But I mean, like, it depends, because on my last podcast, I actually, somebody asked about advice for young people.
Yeah.
And my advice was improve yourself and invest in yourself.
Yeah.
Get yourself well-rounded.
Yeah.
Because I don't care if you're like the best prayer warrior and that you can calm the seas, and I don't care if you don't have a job or if you don't have any skills.
This is what I kept telling my girlfriend. He ain't got a car. What he gonna do? Go to a date to the snack machine? Like, he ain't got a car. Now, not to slight, obviously, anybody who doesn't have a car, but when you're looking for marriage, you know, you gotta have some things set up. You know, you gotta have some provisions, and
the more you build yourself, then you are able to pick, because first you start with, okay, I like so and so. Yeah, but what do you have to offer? Well, you know, a lot of people say, I want this, and that. And my significant other, or the person that I'm gonna, you know, date to marry or whatever, or court to marry. But what do you have to offer?
Yeah.
Like, you know, so worry about yourself first, and then you get to pick.
Yeah, fall in love with life, and, you know,
yourself.
Well, first fall in love with God, like genuinely. You know how we've kind of talked about this, and Brother Buxton. Brother Buxton preached on this, and just talking about, you know, heaven in your hand, but hell in your heart. And I think it just, you know, it doesn't even have to necessarily be the worst things, but if you're not focused, if you're not tapped in, if you're not plugged in, you're not plugged into the energy source, to the light source, you know, and obviously that comes first, and then really learning to, I think we talked about this yesterday or the day before, where I was like, you know, when you were younger, did you ever experience, like, when you liked this person and your youth group would go to like an amusement park, or they would go to do something, but if that person didn't go,
it's not there, you're like, oh.
You were like, the whole thing was kind of ruined, right? Like the whole experience.
I wish they were here.
Yeah. And I feel like there's people that are even older, like that aren't in the teenage puppy love stage. And I completely understand, like, loving being with your spouse. Like that's amazing. And a lot of my friends who have waited, you know, experience that, but they also really enjoy their time with girlfriends and, you know, traveling, etc., without having to have that particular person there to have fun or to appreciate the moments. And we were sitting at Ceviche last night, and you were like, I'm enjoying everything, all the senses, the smell, the feel of the wind, the beauty of the food, like the conversation, the music, you know, just really learning to enjoy everything.
Every moment. Every experience for yourself. I mean, and I was going to say by yourself, but I wasn't by myself. I was with you. But like, I wasn't, you know, wishing that special person was there, or, you know, it's like, no, I'm enjoying it. But then when I'm with them, or when I'm talking with them, it's their time. Yeah. And it's like enjoying that time with that person, not ruining everything else because, they're not here, you know?
Yeah. No, I'm not going to lie. My special person, I would have liked them to be there. Champ!
Champ is her
my dog
that's about to die.
No, he's
and
not.
Which one is that? The old one?
Yeah, he's so crusty.
He's about to die.
Bless his heart. I literally wipe the crust off his face every day, and it just comes right back. You know, it's just in his genes at this point.
And Leah's dogs are one of the few animals I actually like because they have a personality.
Yeah. You're one of the few animals that they like, so we're doing good.
Yeah, we established earlier that I'm actually an animal. Like I don't get sick. I don't.
Zero like feelings of humanity. Like he has no sympathy.
Like, are we gonna go there to where you're trying to get me?
No.
I mean,
we're gonna keep moving. So about the footage.
Because you're too nice. I think you're too nice.
I'm not too nice. I'm very assertive, and I think I showed that today on the phone. However, I do it with class.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. I like that. But I'm a little more firm. And it's not to humiliate people, but it's more to like toughen up. Like, come on, honey. Come on, get on with it.
But
like,
Marco, you have to do it in love. You can't be like, I hate all teenagers.
I do have I have a problem with a lot of things, like, everything.
This is where it's like a constant, like, no, you have to love people. Like I told him by the end of our friendship, which is not the end of our friendship, but you'll be a little bit of a softie because I'm teaching you. You take it though, and you go with it. We've had conversations, and you're like, you know what, you're right.
Yeah. Well, I know when I it makes sense. Like a lot of the things you say, it makes sense, and I know I can apply it. And like we were talking about the. I just have to say something about it. The tornadoes and stuff.
Tornadoes.
Like let's say there's
no,
don't go there. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
No, don't. Not even a little bit.
Well, now they're gonna be wondering what we're talking about.
That's fine. Tea that they don't know. What good advertisement? Catch us in the next episode.
Okay, look. Like I'm gonna put it on the screen.
Okay.
Like it's glitching out, and I can't scroll. I can't see through the comments.
Yeah.
Look on your screen.
Who's on there?
I'm gonna have to reset it. So back to you while I reset the app.
Okay. Also, like another thing that I was even talking with the instructor about today is I think in the world in general, but especially within Christianity and Pentecost, women.
Comments real quick. Hold that thought.
Okay.
Jennifer Beach says, I love your pictures, Marco, and I love your videos and your story. You both are amazing, even though I don't know you very well. Timothy Molly Main says, Apostolic Entrepreneur, advancing the kingdom. Let me know when you're back in Houston. Hey, shout out to Main Kingdom. And
What's
company.
up, gang, man.
It's like they have clothing, socks, ties.
Oh, that's way cool.
And it goes all to missions. So,
oh, man. That's amazing.
So here, I'm going to put them on the screen once again. These people right here. We'll go to their profile. Oh, it won't let me go to their profile, but there they are.
You're on the live.
Yeah.
What happens if I have to pick my nose during this?
Oh, then just switch to my camera.
Oh, that's good.
But it would look something like that.
Yeah, it would.
But hey, we're all about being real and just, not putting on that facade. Trying to be cool kids.
Yeah. The cool part is to be yourself.
Yeah.
You can't be all the way yourself, though. Not with everybody else.
Not with everybody.
With everybody else. Yeah.
But you can be real, and you can, show some humanity, some vulnerability, and instead of putting up the cool PK culture thing. Yeah, can I start throwing shots or not yet?
No, we don't throw shots, Marco. We throw hugs.
Okay.
Okay, I have to finish this part because I know how annoying it is.
All right, go for
it. Let me just wrap it up. I was talking with the instructor, and we were just talking about my business, and I've even told you, Marco, like just acquiring all these skill sets is something that I've kind of been doing for the last few years, but even more so now. Like, how cool is it to be a skydiving instructor, right?
Yes.
I just took up archery. Next is like knife throwing, just random stuff, like just where your knowledge is an inch deep but a mile wide of like all these different things, learning how to fly a plane, like knowing how to fix toilets, which I haven't gotten to yet, clearly, because we've had every single toilet go out. I'm
everywhere.
Your homegirl has not taken a real shower in 3 days.
Sorry, I had to go get a hotel because it's like
it's the struggle. But as soon as you leave, as soon as you pack up tonight and you go back to your hotel, because we finally got it fixed this morning, I'm gonna take a shower. And anyways, let me finish.
Okay, finish.
Develop your.
That light.
She's shady. She got some type of attitude. What did you say to her before you?
Nothing. She's just not the right one.
She's not. You ain't it, sis.
Like, I need consistency. That's what I need in my life.
Like oatmeal consistency.
That light is not it.
Yeah. No. Okay. Develop all these fun things and live and just. I don't know, man. It kind of hurts my heart to see girls that grieve the entire time they're single and there's so much that you can do. And even guys, guys typically have a little bit of a better time.
Sorry to interrupt, but just real quick for a little context, like we talk about things to do, like for example, skydiving is not a essential tool for survival per se, but when you like we did it today, we've done it several times. I was telling the guys like, yeah, life is just kind of going, but then when you skydive, when you jump off that plane, it's like you feel a little more alive.
Yeah.
Like, and they're like, whoa, what? And I know some of y'all super holy ones. Oh, but when the Holy Ghost, yes, I get it. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about experiences. Like you think about things differently.
Yeah.
Like if you haven't, you need to go skydiving and like really enjoy it. Like,
it's more than just fun. It's like awe-inspiring.
Yes.
It's incredible. It's beautiful. It's incredibly surreal. And
sometimes you need that little kick. Like, I mean, sometimes you need a little bit more than coffee,
Yeah. And if you can conquer your fear of something like that, or like last summer when I was jumping off a 50-foot cliff into water, literally my legs were quaking. And I was like, I was going through such a hard time. And I was like, if you can do this, you can do anything. And I literally made myself jump because I felt like that it was a step of, kind of diving into other areas of my life that were pretty unknown at the moment. I know that's so cheesily symbolic, but I feel like it kind of edifies you and like just makes you well-rounded. There
are studies that prove that the best way to conquer one's fear is by exposure, because fear is just is your brain. Yeah, it's a self-defense mechanism. Concept, your brain telling yourself, protect yourself, don't die. Like this will keep you from dying. But there are things that are not real.
Yeah.
There are fears that are non-substantiated. Is that right? Substantiated. Is that a word?
I think you did that great. Yeah.
Okay, good. So the more you do it, like a different part of your brain opens up, and then like you're like, oh, I conquered that fear. I imagine, what else can I do? What else have I not been trying? What else have I not been doing? What else can I learn?
Yeah.
And go to the next level.
But it leads into other areas of your life.
Yes.
Like as an entrepreneur, and we were talking about people who don't try different kinds of foods. If you are closed-minded in that aspect, I already know you're closed-minded in so many other aspects.
Like, for example, if you're considering this young, handsome country boy, and I got to get you. Let's say, young, handsome country boy pops out of nowhere, and you, you're like, hey, this might be the fitted Jim's husband, right? But then all of a sudden you go to a nice fancy restaurant.
It's a Thai restaurant.
And you're trying to get some Thai food, and homeboy orders a burger.
Or tries to order a burger.
It's like, come on, bro. Is that the most cultured you get?
Level up. We love a good burger. We love a good mac and cheese. We love good chicken tenders.
But not at the Thai place.
But not at the Thai place.
At the sushi place.
Yeah. And here's the deal. I understand if that's not your flavor, but if you won't try it,
you gotta try it.
Or if the worst is when you pressure them, and then they try it, but they like it, but just to spite you, they're like, I don't like it. Yeah. And
give me attention.
And you know in your brain that they like it, and then they just refuse to admit it. So
hard pass.
Yeah, that's the type of person that doesn't put their shopping cart away, probably. Marco, is that you? Do you put your shopping cart away?
Oh, it depends. Like some days I think job security.
No.
Some days I think, you have insurance. Or sometimes I think people need to learn how to be more aware of their surroundings if they hit this.
No. You're not trying
But then most of the times I'm like, you know what? I don't have, this is the right thing to do. And I put the cart back.
Well, I mean, if the sign says, please put your cart away, then it's clearly indicating that it shouldn't technically be the job. I mean, they do it, but just because it's their job to pick up stuff, am I going to go take cereal and dump it all over the floor in the aisle? It's their job to pick it up, right? I'm not. I know you don't. You actually don't like leave it out, but I don't know. That's a pet peeve of mine.
Okay, so for me, like, I've worked in the service industry for a long time.
Yeah.
And I've been humiliated and I've been made fun of. You name it. And it's like, you know what? I need this job. I need to man up, suck it up, buttercup, and keep going because I need that. $2.13 when I was a waiter in Alabama.
Gas money.
But then that taught me, like, where I'm at now. Like, one thing I can say proudly is, like, I'm never gonna be broke again. I'm never gonna work for anybody else, and I'm never going back to school. And nobody can take that away from me.
Yeah.
But how did I develop that? How did I develop that hunger, that desire to be where I'm at now and to go beyond? Was because of those moments of humiliation and all those experiences. And in a way, like, back to how people perceive that I may be mean sometimes, it's not that. It's like, man, I like toughen up, like,
well,
where do I find the line? Where would you say I should find the line?
I think as the Christian, your job is not to make another person's job harder. They're going to experience that humiliation whether you're there or not. So your job is to, I was, as a waitress for 4 years, I experienced everything from A to Z. You probably can, but especially as a woman, you cannot imagine some of the things that have been said to me. Listen here, Linda.
Yeah.
Like,
hey, but that's one thing I gotta say, apostolics or any kind of Christians, once saved, always saved, all of y'all, tip good.
Yeah.
That's the reason I'm in church.
And
because
be nice to them.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I guess I'm just overly, I've been there. And so even when a waitress or a waiter is being, maybe not the nicest, let's say they're not being mean, but they're not being overly nice. Anytime that I've been overly nice to them and, made sure that they felt seen, they've always been like, they've opened up and, this is going on, that's going on. I'm sorry that I wasn't, fully available to like be the best server today. And then it's the perfect opportunity for you to invite the church. Like, I get that hardships make you better, but there were enough of that for me. I didn't need that from a Christian while I was serving. It's not our job to build people's character in that way. It's our job to build people's character the way that God would.
To just love them.
Yeah. We'll get this through your head one day.
There he goes. I guess, yeah, I just need to be nicer, but
I think you're pretty nice. I think you're pretty nice.
And I tip good, like
you do.
Like
you do.
It's like, so don't even trip, man. Like,
yeah, you do tip good. I'll give you that for sure. I think you're pretty nice, like,
But for me, it's like I've always said it. It's like kind of like tough love. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
But they're gonna get that from other people, so.
Yeah. But I don't know. Well, we have some people tuning in, tuning out. Mickey and our brother Mickey and sister Nena Arias say hello. You all work great together. Thank you.
Oh.
From California City, California.
Oh.
Really nice. I love going out there. Love them.
I've never been.
Well, you should come sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have.
When I'm allowed.
When you're allowed.
Yeah.
To come to California?
Yeah.
You can come anytime.
I'll get stuck there.
Oh.
I'm not about to have that happen right now.
No, you guys.
In 2021, we'll do it.
You guys, man, we're doing everything in 2021.
We are, because either the world's going to be so bad that we're not going to care, or it's going to get better. There really is no in between.
Honestly, like, I know it's going to get worse.
Yeah.
There's no point in conspiracies and finding the Bible says no one is going to know. So you can sit there and it's like, but I already don't care. Like, I traveled more than other years during COVID and, went everywhere. I've been here a couple of times.
Yeah.
Maybe I got it. I don't know. I was tested negative.
Yeah, but literally the immune system of a stallion. It's pretty ridiculous. Like, other people have to work on their immune systems, and you eat like burgers and fries. And
I'm getting better.
And you are getting better. And not that there's anything wrong with burgers and fries, but you literally like never eat vegetables. And
I ate a bowl
tonight. You did
that thing.
I gave it to you though.
No, you asked me, and I said yes, please.
I told you,
yes, Mom.
You need the vegetables, so I'm all for eating everything, but also, anyways, it really mind boggles me at how your immune system is you're just like a tank. You just keep going.
It's all about the tough love,
I hope that like one day when you like as soon as you hit 45, your body doesn't just like disintegrate, like it just like floats away in the wind, like your immune system just like goes away.
Nah, I mean, that's the thing. I think that's one of the reasons I enjoy live so much. In a long enough timeline, everyone's survival rate drops to 0.
Yeah.
So I know that I can go at any time, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah. If you're not, you might want to pray. You're scared to go. You might not know where you're going.
It's like, with everything going on, I get it. Like it's real. It's a real thing. Like several loved ones of people I know passed away, and several people I know got it really bad. But you're gonna stay home. You're gonna like stop life because you might die. You might die of anything. Dude,
I mean, you already know how the last few months kind of really hit me with just everything and
everything happening behind the scenes.
Well, not even the first two, had this not happened, then I would have been able to deal with what's going on right now in my life on a whole better level. But the case is that I didn't have an outlet. I didn't have a gym to go to. I didn't have any part of my normal routine. I work from home, but working from home for an entrepreneur consists of going to coffee shops and socializing that way, because you don't go to an office. Every bit of normalcy was cut out. And I dipped down after 3 months and dealing, kind of working through the illness with Mom and being a 24-hour caretaker. And I would rather lose my body than lose my soul. Like, that's obvious. But I would also, rather face the illness than to be crippled by depression. And that's something that I personally have struggled with, and I think it's crazy because even the most strongest mentally strong people in our church, they really struggled with this isolation type stuff. Like, really struggled. And
I've seen it.
Yeah.
And one thing I do want to say is that the last time I was depressed, like seriously depressed, and I guess, I don't know, I'm good at not showing it, hiding it, whatever. But I had lost my job with AT&T. Just losing a job like that, like the best job we ever had, you feel useless.
Yeah.
So it was that. And then, there we go. The whole relationship thing, that was a tough one too, and everything at once.
Yeah.
Just kind of hits you.
A lot, yeah.
And I was down. I was depressed. I was, and then that's when I contacted you the first time, and I was like, hey, I have this idea. Let's do this. And that's the year that we hung out, and you inspired me and you lifted me up. Probably like one of the saddest times ever.
But I feel like at the time that you came and we filmed and shot videos and photos, I was kind of going through something as well. So it was just a nice, when you get with someone with the same energy of creativity and just ideas and someone who is an entrepreneur, and it just flows.
Feed off of each other.
Yeah.
Like synergy. Like, that was great.
That's why it's important who you surround yourself with. Like,
with the dreamers and the doers. Mm-hmm. That's the first time I saw that sign, and I still to this date I still want to steal it because I haven't found it.
I would like take the end off, so would say the dreamers and the do.
But that was a great year. That was fun, and thank you.
Yeah.
For helping me to get out of that,
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. I think it was a mutual effort. Just boy, and we did it. We did it good. Like we were both down, and we just had fun. Like we really didn't we go to Fort Myers?
Yes, we shot for a week. No, or like something like that, and then the weekend we went to.
That wasn't the first time you came though.
That was just to shoot.
You came before.
No.
Fort Myers was last year.
That was last year.
Yeah, that wasn't the first time you came.
But, okay, all I know is I came, we hung out, and then we went to the conference.
Okay, then maybe that was.
And
last
then
year.
I came at the beginning of this year again.
Yeah.
For I can't even remember for why.
You came in May for a wedding.
Yeah, and we went to Fort Myers again.
In the Tesla. Yeah.
And with the first time we didn't have a Tesla, huh?
No,
we weren't that cool.
We did have a cow though.
You killed the cow.
No, I didn't kill the cow.
I wanted to stop and what are you doing? I'm like, I just want to stop to save the cow that's drowning.
You didn't say you wanted to stop until like a mile later, and I was like, we don't have a tow truck. Like, how are you gonna get the cow out?
Hey, those things you just cross the bridge when you get there. You know, like you stop
across the swamp when you get there.
Yeah. But Fort Myers, that's like a 2-hour. It's a 2-hour drive, and every time we do that drive, it's like I'm not gonna show that on camera.
I was waiting.
Every time we do that drive, it's like it gets deep, man.
Yeah.
Like,
but dude, the conversation is astronomical. Like, what happens? And that's the thing that I love about our friendship is that we literally, we literally talk about everything, but we also have the same mind in the sense of like how we feel about things. We both really want to portray, not even portray, but we both want to show the realist side. There is no glitz, there's no glam. Like we are who we are, and I don't know. I have more to say, but I'm shutting down a little.
I can see that.
I'm working on it.
Man, we gotta. Okay, so it's. Oh man, gotta be up in a few hours.
You do.
Like I would like to. Like
so, you're Ubering to the airport, right?
So I have. I don't care.
Did we establish that you're honestly you're like 7 minutes from the airport where you're at?
That's fine. Like I would feel bad if
I would get you. I will come and get you. I don't have a problem with that. That I got you up this morning after only 3 hours of sleep for me. So, but also if you want to meet another person before you leave Tampa, the best way to do that is through Uber, so you can meet your driver. So and that way you can get another subscriber.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't. I'll just take an Uber.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Did we just hash this out on
the live?
Yeah.
Because earlier you were like, no, I'll take you. Well, I'm like, no, I'll take an Uber. You're like, no.
I didn't expect I'm okay. Then if you taking an Uber, we can go all night with this. Like,
but here's the thing. I have to finish, and then I have to break down, and then I have to go to the hotel, and then I have to organize everything in a way that is protected and that TSA is not gonna destroy it, and then a shower, and I'm probably not gonna sleep because
you should try and grab a little bit. Because you were able to function today with the 3 hours. I just had a thought process go through my head. If you know how to parachute, if you know how to like jump out of planes or whatever, but you're on a commercial airline, there's not parachutes, you got floaty devices, who's going to make it out? What if in your carry-on you packed a parachute? Would TSA be really suspicious and be like, you can't bring that on the plane because we think you're going to jump out like on purpose? Like, could you do that? Because then you would make it. You just zoom.
Yeah.
And I don't know from 30,000 feet. Well, it wouldn't be 30,000 feet this is morbid.
Well, definitely your ears would pop because the quick decompression, because it's the cabin is pressurized, so losing all that pressure and all of a sudden it's gonna rupture your ears. You're gonna start bleeding, and then there is no oxygen up there. So
well, if the plane's going down, you wouldn't jump until you're at an altitude that you can, right? 30,000 feet versus what we did earlier. I think I said 18 is what you can kind of do and stay safe.
So the only way for it to be viable is that every time you get on a plane, you have a parachute, which I have seen a guy and I was like, I was suspicious.
So TSA will allow it.
They'll let you. And I was like, do you know something I don't? Big, tall, handsome dude.
That's what I'm saying. Would they
He's stuffing his parachute on and I was like, sir, do you know something I don't? And then he's like, oh, no, I'm just, he's a jumper.
Yeah.
So he's just carrying his parachute. He doesn't want to check it in because they'll destroy it like they did my 3D printer.
When was that?
Freaking TSA.
You had a 3D printer?
I have a 3D printer. I haven't even told you about that.
No, you didn't.
Anyway.
Okay, let's get into some deep convo.
Right now?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because, this back and forth is nice, but that's not what the people came here for.
Right. Yeah, we went down to 4. Let's see. Let me read some comments over here. Let's go to these are people just watching. Janae Kramer. Abby Avila says, you go, Marco. I went to school with her. She was my friend. She married, got kids now.
That's sweet that she kept up with it.
Hey, Amanda Collins.
Is she
says,
saying
still
anything?
mad at y'all.
You're the one who left. You could have come with us.
Mi tia, Events and Decorations, is watching.
I like how you just burped.
Yeah.
And kept going.
Yeah, just keep going. Yes, you're welcome to come. Hey, there you go. Miki and Nena Arias say you can come to California City. Miki.
Oh, yeah.
And Nena Arias.
Let's do it.
Anyway, nothing too crazy there on the comments. It's kind of late. Like, it's 1 a.m. here, and elsewhere it's like, and back in Cali it's like what, 9, 10, 11, 12? No, it's 10, 11, 12, 1. I'm sad because my mom ain't even watching.
Mama.
That's sad. Mama.
Ooh.
All right.
Okay, wait.
You picked the topic or they picked the topic?
Wait.
What?
If you want a shirt that says Gem Gal, you can head to my website, thefittedgym.com. Standard texting and data rates apply.
I thought we were doing a giveaway.
Oh, we're doing a giveaway?
I mean, I thought that's what you were. I'll pay for it. I don't care. Whatever.
No. We can do. I mean, I don't care, but
it's my podcast, So
yeah, true. We can do it in the comments when you post this podcast.
We'll do something. Well, we'll do it for the next one. I'm gonna have you again. I'll have you.
Well,
again.
I can have you in my podcast.
On your podcast. When is your podcast launching?
Well, me and Briley are doing it together. It's something that we've been planning for a while, but just the events of the year, I didn't have the energy. So we have some scripts. We have.
Oh, wow.
We already have the platform. We have the mics.
What's a script again?
Yeah, this is not your kind of podcast. Like, this is. We're bouncing. Heavens. Yeah, it's not your kind of podcast. This is like, it will be organized.
Or actually organized.
I didn't mean for that to come out as shade.
I don't care. Look. Done. Listen, kids. Done is better than perfect.
No, this is the style of this podcast, though, is
high production value.
This is good. This is conversation. Also, do you know if conversating is a word?
Conversing.
That's what I say, but people say conversating. I didn't know if Urban Dictionary made it a thing. Is it a thing?
Well, internet knows everything. And if it's on the internet, it must be correct.
We'll find it later. But yeah, your podcast, I know other podcasts that are like this.
Conversation.
Why did I have a stroke? Yeah. But our podcast is going to be more title dedicated, like
crime junkies.
or
actual conversation.
No, it will be
I'll shut up and let you explain.
It'll be topics. So, we have a lot of ideas. We would like to eventually have two podcasts, one for a specific thing that is more entertainment based, obviously Christian entertainment, and then one of the podcasts will be more lifestyle based, and that's the one that we'll start first. We might sprinkle in some entertainment based stuff just to see how it goes, and then we'll launch the second podcast, which is more entertainment style, like people who like listening to stuff on their way to work, stories, etc. So
for this one, that's exciting that you're doing all those things, and I can't wait to see what you come up with. I know it's gonna be good.
If I actually do them,
you'll do it.
Yeah. Okay.
For me, I like to just launch out and do it.
Yeah.
And then figure out all the issues along the way, and figure out all the technical aspects of it. What goes wrong? What else do I need? What I need to improve? Like that stinking light.
It's fine. It's ambiance. She's good.
Yeah, but it needs to be consistent.
Not everybody can be consistent, Marco.
So what's the deep topic?
I need chapstick.
All right. So anyone in the comments, give us some serious topic to talk about. We have about 30 minutes.
Let's do your number one tip for entrepreneurs.
My number one tip?
Your number one tip, and then I'll tell my number one tip.
Okay. Oh man, that's a tough one because it's still
give 3
work in progress.
Give 3 solid ones. They don't have to be like earth shattering. Just give 3 solid.
Okay, so let's see, 3 solid for like. I mean, I can't. If you're already an entrepreneur, I don't have anything to tell you because if you're doing it, you're doing it. But if you're always thinking, I'm gonna start a business, or I would like to fill in the blank.
Yeah.
Number one, you have to find something. I can still hear that. Nice burp, Leah. If you can find something that you love, that you can find a way to get paid for it.
Yeah.
Whether it's photo and video, whether it's just talking like this.
True.
Whether it's fashion, fitness.
Yeah.
I mean, the possibilities are endless, and there is always a way to get paid for it. Number 2, take the leap, take the risk.
Just do it.
Losing my job last year was the best thing that ever happened.
Was that last year?
That was last year.
Marco, we've only been friends for a little over a year.
I know.
We thought it was 2.
You thought it was 2.
You thought it was 2.
No, I know it was 1 because last summer, it was last summer? I don't even know.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. Feels like someone for so long.
Yeah.
Was it?
I don't know. I genuinely can't tell. I know we went to Fort Myers for the Impact Conference, right?
This is the 3rd time that we go to Fort Myers together.
No, I feel like it's the 2nd.
No, because
3rd time
the 2nd
all
was the
over,
wedding.
but not for Impact.
For Impact, yeah. Twice. Because the first year I didn't go to Impact.
Yeah. Okay, we're off topic.
Yeah. Back to the entrepreneurs. Take the leap, take the risk. It's about taking risk. The higher the risk, it is very possible that the reward will also be higher.
Right.
What else? Time management.
Yeah.
Time. Brother Prado said one time, a lot of people say time is money, but that is not correct because money comes and goes.
Yeah.
But time, you don't get it back. So you have to value your time. Not everything is equally as important.
Yeah.
You have to have priorities. You have to have time management, and you have to learn how to say no.
Yeah.
Like the appointment system, like we were talking earlier. And I have actually, when someone calls, I do have a quick reply that says, I am on another call. I will call you back. Mm-hmm. I have one is specifically for my mom that says, ahorita le regreso la llamada. And I have another one that says, I am not taking any more calls for the rest of the day. Please try again tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because
people won't value your time like you do.
Right. And remember what I was telling you, that one of my biggest goals in life is to, like, yes, of course, have a few.
I felt like a giraffe. I was like a straight giraffe.
Getting rid of social media.
Yeah.
Getting rid of my phone, getting rid of the iPhone and the iPad.
While you're working.
No. Like, say another 10 years or so and not have a cell phone, be completely unreachable. If someone needs to come get me, they can come, they can drive and come and get me. Like, because having a cell phone is so that you can call other people, so that you can call where you need to call or whatever. It's not so that you're available for everyone. And that has been very severely lost in, the process, of becoming modern,
one of the goals, as I think a lot of entrepreneurs can relate to this, is you want to buy your time back. Mm-hmm. Like, if you work now, all the time that you will get later. For me, like, I would personally like to only work 6 months out of the year, whether that be every other week, 2 days a week. I want to be able to spend all that extra time with my families, my loved one, doing things for God, and not have to pick and choose, like, can I help with this church function, or do I have to pay my bills? Like, and that's not super logical, because God will help, but you always have to be willing to work, So I think for me, getting my time back, and, especially if I have kids at some point in the future, being able to really just be there at the drop of a hat and not have to say, oh, sorry, mommy has to work. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but for me personally, for me to be the best parent, I've talked about this many times before, I will need the time and not feel that kind of pressure financially, or et cetera, work-wise. And, sorry, but that's, I think a lot of entrepreneurs kind of feel that way.
Yeah. Amanda Collins said every entrepreneur should read Self-Made by Stefan Arnio. Super good stuff. I don't know if you read it.
No.
I haven't. But no, just the whole not having a cell phone, like, because right now it's constantly, never stops, messages, calls, or whatever. And like, people ask questions, they need help, whatever. Yeah. And like, when it comes to my current business, like the mattress business, that's going great, and I have to, like, until I find someone that can help me,
right,
where it's where it's automated or whatever, someone in charge of it. I have to, because I just started, so it needs to be done. But then, like, with media production and with training people and all of that, like, I have I call it a master class, but it's not really technical stuff. It's like getting people creating and getting people to become resourceful.
Step
to where
one, yeah.
Like right now, for example, here's one lesson. I left the camera somewhere. Like, it's somewhere. And then I had to figure out a way to get this one and to get this one. And they're not the same. If you know anything about cameras, you can tell the difference.
Definitely not, yeah.
But it's pretty close. I mean, if you don't know anything, and this is like a point and shoot. Mm-hmm. And this one is a full frame, top of the line. Yeah. But anyway, I made it work. Oh, there you go. That one died. So it's all about you.
Are you serious?
Yeah, the camera died.
Pop another battery in there?
No.
Oh.
But yeah, that's stuff that I want to teach on the
I can't step away and burp.
Nope, not anymore. So.
Oh, the pressure's on. With that.
It's all about you. Yes, it's all about you.
From my heart. With the whole phone thing, oh man, do I relate? But I think one of my friends does this, and this is something that I've wanted to do, is have 2 phones. One goes away at the end of the workday. That would be my current phone, because I've had this phone number since I was 14, everybody and their mama has his phone number. So that would be the phone that would be the work phone that would go away at the end of the day. And then the other phone that I would have, you know, only the close people in my life would have that number. And it wouldn't have social media on it. It would literally just be there, you know, when I need to call someone or someone needs to get a hold of me, you know, but people that are close to me. So that's something I would like to do in the future. And I have a love-hate relationship with social media. It's gotten way better over the years. I've learned to take the breaks when I need it. Obviously, I've been gone from Instagram for a while. I didn't know how long. I didn't even plan on stopping, honestly, because I was on a roll during the first little bit of quarantine. I was doing live workouts on my Facebook.
The pamphlet. How do you say it?
The pamphlet?
Yes.
The what?
The thing that we edited, like we were.
Oh yeah, yeah,
the
yeah,
video, the
yeah.
promo.
The 7-day.
Yeah.
What is it, survival kit?
Something like that.
Wow, it's been a minute. Yeah. So I took the break, and you know, you're getting tired. Yeah.
I mean, we did an hour. We got an hour in.
Yeah, I think with entrepreneurs, I don't have like a top 3. I think obviously number 1 is do it. Like, do it. Don't. If you are questioning how to start, and you want that business to be on social media, go ahead and make the Instagram. It's very easy.
Go ahead and get that out of the way.
Yeah, it's
buy the domain.
Yeah, buy your domain.
Call my brother to get the website done.
Plug
professionally.
Yeah.
Go ahead and get the package with the app, because he has.
Yeah, or get a personal trainer. That too. It's fine. Whatever. It's fine. I'm fine. It's whatever. Anyways, so you know, I think getting the Instagram and just starting to post content, you know, is a huge start, and I think it really takes that first step of opening an actual business away. Another thing that I would highly recommend is self-education for entrepreneurs. You don't have to take a class at a college. You don't have to take a business course to be an entrepreneur. Not saying it wouldn't help, but I have bought so many masterclasses on everything from A to Z, even down to doing taxes as an entrepreneur. Not saying I finished the courses, but we're talking about the podcast. I bought the Podcast Lab by Jenna Kutcher, and she explains everything from, oh no, Marco.
Oh, no. It's the chair.
Yeah, okay, whatever. They can't see you, so
they can't see me. I can do whatever I want.
But yeah, I think self-education and putting the money. If a class that you've been wanting to do goes on sale, if it's by an entrepreneur, Marco, you were talking about doing a master class. I plan on doing master classes in the future. If a class goes on sale, snatch it up. If it doesn't go on sale and it's never going to go on sale, spend the money. You won't regret spending the money on getting all the information from people who have gone through everything before.
Brother Kifle on episode, this is 6, so it was episode 4. He was talking about how he invests in some master classes, because then that means it's like, hey, I spent this extra money on this, so now I have to watch it. I have to learn. And like by buying it, he's making himself learn something new, a new skill.
Yeah.
And this dude is incredible. Like, he's the one I was showing you, that he has $100 camera and he gets better videos than some of these kids with the newest, latest, and greatest. It's like, you guys have the best, and it looks like trash.
Yeah,
homeboy has a $100 camera, and it's like, wow.
Yeah, I'm about to pull up. Yeah, but
I don't want to leave.
Don't go. You know, your flight is really early.
In a few hours.
You'd miss it.
No. My pastor would like.
Yeah, true. Yeah. You know, we got responsibilities and all that, but yeah, if you're thinking about doing something, and especially what Marco said, I think in the beginning, is if you do love something. My dream and what I was doing, I was told that it wouldn't work.
Keep going.
Where are you going?
Just right here.
You gonna
get another 5 seconds? No, it's like dead. Oh no.
No, there we go.
You were saying?
Oh,
Nope.
Man, I Man, I was trying to pick my nose. You know, who would have thought?
Nope.
No.
That just went live.
Yeah. Oh, well. It is what it is.
The real deal. Yeah, it's dead.
Fine. You know, who would have thought? And people told me even when I was younger, when I was 19 and was, you know, thinking about this. I didn't have a lot of support, and obviously I did for my family, but who would have thought that this would have turned into all of this? And I think we go into things with the expectations of it being large, and that's fine. But I think, you know, or even thinking that it won't work out. But if you're serving God and you're doing it for his glory and all of that, like,
not for the clout, not for the money, not for whatever other selfish to worry about then reasons.
Yeah. I mean, you really have nothing to worry about. There's nothing that we can do besides do what's right and take the steps, and God will do the rest. And, you know, I think that's sometimes lost on people.
Yes. And the fulfillment that comes with doing things for the right reasons. Mm-hmm. You know, like when I started shooting videos, taking photos, and like doing my vlogs at conferences, you know, like I never thought it was gonna grow, or that everywhere I go people would know who I am. And I still don't. Like, that's very humbling. Like, I still don't think I'm whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Like when I go somewhere and I'm chilling with a Tesla, it's just because there's so much fun, and I'm like, hey kids, hop in. You know, it's not like, oh, look at me. No, it's like, hey, come on, you want to drive it? Let's drive it. Like, I mean, maybe one
like,
day you'll buy one.
You can't touch this.
Yeah, no, it's like, no, come touch it, please. You know, everyone at once.
Yeah.
You know, come on, kids, I have candy. No, but I mean, I haven't even touched those vlogs, but I do have some videos of reactions, like going 0 to 60.
Yeah. It's so much fun, dude. The Tesla is a blast. Like, you know, if I got one, it would not be for any other reason that I just think that they're the coolest thing ever. And I would feel ultimately blessed. Like, you know how people, when, you know how I don't know how these kids get this, but they'll be posting like in front of these private jets. Like, do they just walk up to hangars and like take pictures?
There's actually photo ops.
Oh my goodness.
You pay, and then my brother and I have talked about it, because it's a very simple business model. Like, all you have to do is doesn't even have to work.
Put a red carpet out.
You just park it, set the photo up. We already do photo and video.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, you want an Instagram story? Oh, you want, you know, whatever. We can do it for you for this much. We were talking about it.
I think, the point with that is like, you know, from someone who's had everything to nothing to not everything, you know, but has been blessed, but also had nothing. You know, I feel like there's a lot of people that, you know, post their successes, but it's like, it's not, if that were to happen, let's say I did get the chance to ride on a private jet, you know, which is not like the ultimate goal for me, but still, I would be in my stories like, yo, look what God did. Yeah. Like, this little girl on a private jet, and you have people out here that are like, just a regular day on a Tuesday.
Yeah. You know? Oh my goodness.
and I'm over here like partying or like getting switched to first class for some random reason. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm like blessings on blessings. God's so good. You know?
I put, I don't know if you remember, but it was, I think I got upgraded to first class, and then I had to take care of some business. Mm-hmm. So I had to pay for the Wi-Fi. I paid $8 for the Wi-Fi, and then I posted this meme. It's like my favorite meme, you know, like, this is me, because I just paid for Wi-Fi. Like, but no, like, when with the successes and stuff, like, you know, when I get fill in the blank, for me it's more like, hey, look, this Mexican kid from, you know, this Mexican boy from the motherland that started with nothing, like I'm doing it, you know, not I did it right. No, like I'm doing it. Like you can do it too.
Yeah.
If you were born in the U.S., you can do it. Like don't sell yourself short. It's not for like, oh, look at me.
Yeah.
It's like, no.
Yeah.
Thanks to God, like I am where I am and where I'm going.
Yeah.
You can do it. Like that's what this is all about, really. Like that's the main reason for the podcast, like to learn, but I want to encourage people.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. And
don't be jealous of other, you know. Obviously, this is so typical, but online and social media is a highlight reel and all of that. But I never want someone to look at my page and like seethe with jealousy. I want them to look at it and be like, wow, like if she can do it, I can. Just from the attitude that I try and promote on the page. I have a hard time posting single sentence captions. You know, I always want my captions to make people feel valued and loved. And I try and it's so, I literally have never talked about this in public, but I think I've talked to you about this is I have a hard time. I can do all the cool poses and I can wear all the coolest outfits and be the most in style, but I feel like that is not me. And so, and I never want girls to look at my page and think like, she's so cool, it's unattainable. Right. I want them to look at my page and just be like, wow, she probably gives the best hugs. You know, like she's a real person. And I'm not shading anybody who does do like simple pictures with simple captions like that. Long captions are not for everybody. It takes time to curate, but
way too long.
I just never want people to look at me and they can prejudge me wrongly by my content, but my content actually they can't. Like the way that it is, it would be almost impossible unless they are not a Christian and they don't understand this lifestyle.
Someone apostolic that I talked to recently actually said something like, oh, she's like compared you to a princess, but like in an the unattainable, in an unattainable kind of way. And I was like, you couldn't be any farther. I mean, she's a total queen. Leah's a total queen, but like it's not in an unattainable kind of way. Like you couldn't be any more farther from the truth. Like you just like people, like we were talking about earlier, how people make assumptions and like make their own little reality in their mind.
You do. You make giants of people, and
it's like it's not like that. We all poop.
And burp.
I mean, if you don't, it's like I'm sorry that you have to do it through a tube or something. But we all poop.
Yeah. Don't it's okay to have people that you look up to.
A wise man once said, "Hasta la mujer más guapa echa sus bolas de caca."
Just not. It was like was ready to come out.
I would switch to my camera, but my camera is dead.
Sorry. It's all about
so
me.
It's all about you.
It's all about me. The princess.
Yeah. But
no, but don't make giants of people. And I think that's something that me and you understand very well is not that we don't respect people who have the hustle or, and the people that are anointed of God, and it's not that, it's that we understand that with the dedication, anybody can be not only what God called them to be, but have the blessings that come upon them, and stay humble about it, and not prance around like you're the only girl in the world. Yeah. I feel I get tickled pink when people come up and say to me, like it tickles me pink. Hello.
Hi, Mama Jam. You want to be in the podcast?
All right. Love you.
See you next time. I'm leaving in
tomorrow.
Few hours.
Yeah.
Or like in a few hours.
In the morning. Yeah.
No problem.
It's like, I love you.
Good night.
She's so cute.
That was Mama Gem.
That was Mama Gem. She's a gem for real.
And a mama.
A gem mama and a chicken mama. Where was I going? What did I say?
Unattainable. Putting people on a pedestal.
I ain't got nothing else. That was it. the reel in my head is done.
I'm honestly, I think this is it for episode 6. What do you think?
I think this is it. I think I don't have anything else to say besides I want a big sip of ginger ale right now.
You got some?
We do with that extra spicy, bold kind that when you inhale,
God,
you cough because the ginger just hits your throat.
Praise God.
Yeah, so.
Okay, well, this has been Dreamers and Doers with your host, Marco Rosales.
And your guest, Leah Fole.
Yes, a.k.a. The Fitted Jam. Thank you.
This was fun.
Thank you for being on the podcast. I might call you one of these days and just do like but on FaceTime. Yeah. Because you can do the screen mirror or whatever.
Yeah, we'll do a chat online.
Yes.
Okay, we should actually do that on my Instagram page live. Do a something kind of just giving people the motivation to start whatever. This is the perfect time, man. Yeah. Like if you're looking for a sign, this is it. That literally God's people are not meant to be down financially. Like, can you imagine how much further the kingdom would go if people applied their passions and made a career out of it, And we should do a live video and just kind of just talk people through it and give the basic steps. If you want to open an online shop, here are a few websites that you can use. Yes. Where to even buy your domains. I had no idea where to buy domains before I started this. You get what I'm saying? Like all these small little things that you would typically put in a master class.
Yes, and just give it for free. Like I'm not afraid of anyone getting me out of business. Like that's one thing that people say you're giving away your secrets, and it's like, no, man. Like I'm irreplaceable. Like, I mean, everyone is replaceable, but like you know what I mean. Like
there's room for everybody. Yes, there's literally room for everybody. It doesn't matter if someone's already doing it. Just don't steal their content and their style. Yeah. Be genuine to who you are.
Don't straight up copy. Like you can be. It can be similar. Like let's say for video, like the video editing, or a lot of people when Casey Neistat was around, like, oh man, you just copied him, and it's like, nope, I have my own style. Yes, you draw inspiration from others that inspire you, and you imitate things that you like. But like, there's a difference between straight up copying and then being inspired by content
or learning new tricks, styles, etc. Yes. But I straight up, about a year into my thing, I straight up had a girl copy every single post verbatim and pass it as her own.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah, there's other stuff that's happened that it's under the blood. I'm not going to bring it up, but I one of my friends messaged her very kindly and was like, I don't know if you understand like how content creation works in the sense of like, this is, you
can't do that.
No,
stop.
You can't do it.
You hoe.
So, and she was like, I didn't even think about it. I was just so inspired by her that I just,
copied it.
Even the white, I used to put white squares in and I made them very specific to me. I made the design very specific to my page, everything about it, and so I started putting, at the Fitted Gym in the photos. So even if it's circulated, which it's kind of petty, but at the same time, it's
gotta protect your content,
Yeah. You really, and I've had to unfollow people because I find my style getting too close to theirs. I've literally, to preserve me and what I have to offer, I have had to unfollow people because they're absolute genius and they're so close to what I would think and say and do.
You gotta do your own.
Yeah, and then I found this sounds crazy, but you probably understand. Really letting God and kind of like praying, like, God, let. Even with the funny stuff, like that packet that I made was really entertaining. Yeah. It really showed me and my personality. And just, if you're in that kind of vein and you need to go to bed.
I mean, I'm not going to. I'm probably going to sleep on the plane. But like, yeah, I'm shutting down.
Yeah. Okay. You are gonna go to sleep though, because you're gonna pack this up, go to your hotel, pack everything, and you're gonna get at least a 2-hour nap. So. I'm just saying.
Yes, Mom.
You know, we're gonna go drink a ginger ale real fast.
Yes.
I'll take half, you take half.
Thank you everyone for watching. Let's see, we got Ellie Simmons, Vicente Rogel, Lydia Vamonos. Her name is Babano.
Vamonos.
But like I don't know why. I just always want to say Vamonos.
Yeah.
Vicente Rogel says, "Love your vlogs, bro. Thank you so much. I love making vlogs. I love making vlogs.
I wish I had the time and the energy. That's why I need.
I don't have either, but I do them anyway.
I know. But it's your passion. Video editing is not my passion.
It's like today,
it's literally the worst.
Today, remember how we agreed that we were gonna take a nap after skydiving, lunch, and all of that? I made a vlog.
Yeah. But you know, I hate editing. I hate it. So if I could do it and then hire a virtual assistant to put it all, which, you know, they literally do everything from A to Z depending on who you get. You know, I think that's something I would love to do, but I just, you know, it's not,
and that's one thing that I was cursed with, you know, like the love for editing, like creating something.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're gonna keep going all night. This is our friendship right here.
Yeah, we'll literally go on a 2-hour drive, and we'll pull into the driveway at 1 o'clock in the morning, and we'll sit there for another. Yeah. Oh man, I love you, bro. I'm glad you're my friend.
Says friend. For those that keep trying to get us married.
Marco's a real one.
Ever since we started hanging out, it's like nonstop.
Yeah, but you know, people, you know, they haven't had anything to talk about, and that's, you know, I get it. And,
oh man! Oh, the one saying, "Oh, I would quit watching all my Netflix and all my telenovelas if I could just
watch your vlogs together."
Yeah. And I was like, "Wow,
dude!" You know, when you first came here, we have the greatest, not the greatest, but we have great video chemistry, great conversation chemistry. And it's like, you know, with me and other musicians, you have to have that musical chemistry to be able to make great music with somebody, you know. And it's the same way with you. And we're both content creators. We both are spontaneous. Mm-hmm. And, you know, it just worked. And people can see that. And I'm saying, I feel like we should have a channel all to ourselves.
Something like that.
Once every 4 months, we should do a week vacation somewhere. We can bring friends or do it in Tampa or do it in California, and just the whole week, just make the content, and then put out each day episode only once every few weeks on YouTube, so that they have.
So that is spaced out. That would be cool.
Yeah,
I am down.
Yeah, so, or we could just do seasons, and they would have one full week every, you know, few months, and they would binge on it, you know, they'd be in there, and their mom was like, "What are you watching?" And they're like, "It's YouTube, Mom." It's Marco and Leah.
These kids, it just melts my heart when they run up and Leah, are they yours? Oh no, wait, they're mine.
Yeah. Or both.
Yeah,
it's really cute.
Can we get a picture?
Yeah. You know. Yeah. And it's nice because it's like, if they're for you, I take the pictures. If they're for me, you're so patient. And yeah, it's nice.
You gotta work on your breaking into the line skills though, because
I'm a polite person.
I'm not.
Yeah, see, that's me naturally.
I wanted those preacher boys to be like, "What's up?" I'd be like, "What's up, bro?"
No, you didn't want that, because I literally would have been like, "Both of you are stupid. Get out." Marco, you too. No more videos for you. Look, you don't get ice cream tomorrow. You don't get to eat tomorrow. That's how you get punished. You don't get to eat.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. No punching pretty preacher boys.
No.
Got it.
Ever. Marco, come on. Have you learned nothing? Nothing in our friendship. You're going to be the death of me, because even though you take these things to heart, whenever we're online or we're talking about it, you will still bring it up as if it's something that you want to do.
It's okay. Maybe I'm not gonna do it, but I get to say it, get it out. It's okay, I feel better now.
Yeah, someone's gonna go and spread the rumor that you said you wished you could drop a preacher boy from the plane while you're skydiving with him. That's what's going to come out of this.
Yeah,
that's what's going to come out of this video.
We're going to get canceled. This cancel culture.
I won't. This isn't me.
You're my accomplice.
No, I'm not.
You're in this.
I am the angel on your shoulder telling you, shush, shush. Be nicer.
Man.
We could talk about rumors, man. I'm just kidding. Well, we got a lot.
Off camera.
don't. We'll end it with this. Don't spread rumors. Like, come on, people. You're doing the devil's work.
Amen.
I actually haven't heard anything crazy about me besides that one thing that I told you about in three years. I've heard every now and again, like Leah's talking to this guy or Leah's talking to that. Let me just tell you right now, I don't talk to anybody. I'm a hermit, but like, I really haven't heard. I've been pleasantly surprised that I haven't heard any rumors. And they might be. I just might not be hearing them. That's okay. I mean, that's cool.
Let's see. For me, I mean, I can tell you, like, you know, I mean, you know everything, but every new person that I get close to, it's like immediately like, okay, here's what happened. Here's the screenshots. Here's the videos. There you go.
You say that or somebody else says that?
No. Like, you know how they say, well, you can tell someone something.
Yeah.
But they're like, well, there's two sides of each story.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like, no. You don't understand.
But you don't tell other people's tea anyways. So.
No. But like, all I'm saying is like, I tell people my bad stuff, my worst.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you can believe what you want. Like, here's the truth. Like, and here's proof. Yeah. Now you go believe what you want, but now you know my worst. And then the more I get to know people, they're like, oh, you know, then I don't know, you win them over or they know better.
Yeah.
And
I feel like you can't do worse to me than what I experienced as a teenager. And like, you know, teenagers are so savage, man. And like, obviously no church is perfect. And boy, they ate me alive from the age of like probably 16 to, I want to say 20, which is crazy because 20 you start passing that threshold of, boy, they ate me alive. And I feel like there's nothing that people could really do that,
to surpass
that, but don't try. So let me go ahead and tell you, don't try. Like, I'm not into
the
that.
The sad thing is that it's church kids, right? Like,
but you know, it really just, I feel like that's where you really have to be the difference. Like, you have to be the difference and understand, you know, anytime when I was younger, if I did talk about anybody, it was from a place of either jealousy or, you know, just not being full of the Holy Ghost. And so for me, you know, when people spread things about me, I've not confronted people, but been like, hey, like, you know, I heard this, like, I just wanted to give you a chance to kind of like, and I think, you know, me, and I approach people like very kindly. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not an aggressive, person, but unless you come after my family and then bop, you know, mm-hmm. But, you know, I've had people be like, oh, like, I'm so sorry. I didn't, you know, like, apologize. And I'd never try to just assume when someone's spreading something, or, which again, it hasn't happened in such a long time. You know, I never try and assume that I know their heart, because only God does. And they could really be struggling with something. If you just give them that little bit of rope to hold on to, and usually it sorts itself out. And
you know, the crazy thing is, like, in our position where you're in the, you know, you're always like in the spotlight or whatever, the one thing people love more than to see you rise to the top is to see you fall. So there are some that just are just waiting.
Not for me.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe some, but I have to say,
sometimes, like, maybe not to your face, but I mean, and not with this is with everyone. This is for everyone. They make little comments, and it's like, it's not to where I'm like, oh, hey, don't talk about her, she's my friend. It's like, you know what, you're a little person and you are like just jealous, so it's not even worth to. Well, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they would. I get people wouldn't say that to my face. I mean, I haven't experienced a ton of it in my face. And I know how it is because we've literally talked about all of these things and how it's funny how even on Instagram, people won't follow a specific page because it's everyone else is following it and they don't want to follow the crowd, or because like I literally have told you, people have told me to my face they come and they get workouts off of my page but they don't follow me, and it was said with an attitude like, oh, I don't follow you, like you're not cool enough for me to follow you, but I will use your work, and that doesn't bother me. It's like, you know what's
funny, I followed you since you started the thing. Like I could not stand your huge glasses, but I would
oh my god,
yeah. Like
those are Gucci.
There was this like huge ones, like these huge toy ones at Target, and when I was dating one of your friends and we would FaceTime, I'd be like, oh look, who am I? And she would be like, stop
Marco,
it, you don't even know her.
See, and now you're my friend, and how
that's what I'm saying.
That's why you shouldn't do those kind of things.
I make fun of everyone. Like,
okay.
What was that?
Mom? Yeah?
Oh,
yeah. We do. Okay, let's finish this. We're going, promise. Okay.
Musicians come.
Yeah. Bind us together, Lord. Bind us together with cords.
Okay.
Anyways, but I can't believe you said that about me. Get out of my house.
I'm trying. You won't shut up. Even your mom. Leah, keep it down.
She's so sweet though. It is 2 a.m. Like, we're loud.
Okay, but now we're friends. That's all that matters.
Wow.
Now here we are at 2 a.m. doing a podcast.
I needed those glasses. I needed them. They were
wide. They were too big.
But they were wide enough for me to see.
Yeah, no one needs glasses that big.
Oh, well, okay, Garfunkel. Like, I did need them. And also, I hopped on that trend before it became a thing, and then everybody started doing it. And now I got LASIK, so like, pop off. Like,
yeah.
I'm doing good.
To all three of you still watching, thank you.
And good night.
Good night, y'all. Catch you in a couple of weeks when I post it on YouTube.
Catch me outside.
How about that? This is Dreamers and Doers with Marco Rosales. Until next time. And cut.